Hey guys, it's Lucie here. Welcome back to my channel. So today it is day 10 of self-isolation for us here in London. And so Jamie and I are both working from home. And as well as working from home, we are using this sad time as a positive opportunity to do the things we've been putting off, do the things like renovating the house, decluttering the drawers. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through my declutter session that I had yesterday and today. It's going to be very satisfying to watch, so I hope you enjoy it, and I also hope that it inspires you to maybe take a look at your wardrobe or that cupboard that you've been ignoring for the longest time, where you've been meaning to clear it out. Invest this time into adding new positive energy into your home. If you're spending extra time at home at the moment, it can start to feel like a bit of a prison, and it's really key to refresh the energy in your home. In fact, I'm going to do another video all about how to clear the energy, cleanse the energy, and create new positive energy in your home, so that even when you're in the same space, you're constantly going to feel renewed. I'm going to save that for another video, but for today, I'm just going to show you one really simple, really effective way to be able to bring a whole new lease of life into your home while you're here in self-isolation. So I hope you enjoy. Decluttering the house was actually very low on my list of priorities. It's been on my list, believe me, but it's something that I've continuously put off doing, even though I knew it was going to make me feel really great, because I've done it before and the results were amazing. But there was just always something more important to do with a shorter deadline, right? But then yesterday I got a phone call from my mum letting me know, because my grandma passed away last year. So ever since then, we've been in a long process of sorting out her belongings, selling the house. My mum's been an absolute superhero. She's done so much recently to move that massive project forwards. Yesterday, she organised for some removal men to collect some of the furniture from Grandma's house and move it to our house. Now, Jamie and I were a little bit anxious about this at first, because obviously everyone should be in self-isolation, and we were a little bit apprehensive about having contact with people from the outside world. But the house is now sold, so the furniture had to be moved out of the house, so really we had no choice. So anyway, I've inherited several pieces of Grandma's furniture which are absolutely beautiful. I always thought they were beautiful in her house, and now that they've come to our house, they've kind of got a new lease of life. They almost look like different pieces of furniture because of where we've placed them, and we've put our own personal touch to them. So the main pieces that we've inherited are a chest of drawers that I think comes from the sort of 50s or 60s. It looks really retro and modern at the same time. And then from a completely different era, we've got a beautiful dressing table, my grandma's dressing table. And we also got a little corner table, round table, wine table. I'm not quite sure what it's called. If you guys know, please comment below. Anyway, we're really in love with these pieces. So in order to move these pieces of furniture in, obviously we needed to move our old chests of drawers out. And oh my goodness, I'm even gonna cringe at showing you these photos, because these old pieces of furniture, you will see how much they needed to change. They clashed, they were cluttered, they used to stress me out every single day. Every day when I woke up, even though some areas of my house are beautiful and tidy and decluttered, these areas of my life gave me a headache, and I knew for the longest time that we needed to do something. So as soon as Mum let me know that the van would be coming round, Jamie and I quickly opened up all of our old drawers. I emptied all of our clothes onto our bed. So we had this huge heap of clothes, underwear, passports, travel documents, adapter plugs, all of those bits of clutter. In fact, my family on my mum's side, we have our own word for clutter. The word is gatakuti. It comes from, I think it's a Macanese word, because my family come from Macau. So anyway, there was so much gatakuti in all of these cupboards and drawers, and we tipped it all out onto the bed. And so this is actually a real top tip. If you pour all of the contents of your cupboards, drawers, wardrobes onto your bed, yes, it will feel stressful. Yes, it will feel a bit chaotic at first, but rest assured, it's the best way to motivate you to finish the job before you go to bed, because you physically can't get into your bed until you have got rid of that pile of stuff on your bed. So after we moved the new furniture into the positions that we wanted them to be in our bedroom, the next step was I cleaned the furniture. I'm not an expert. I don't know if I did the right or wrong thing here, but because of this virus that's going around at the moment, and because of the fact that I actually saw one of the removal men blow his nose with his hands, shake it off, and then pick the furniture up, I kid you guys not, like I could not make that up. But I saw him put his bogies on our furniture before he moved them into the house. So I disinfected the furniture. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do with real wooden furniture, but I honestly didn't feel like I had a choice because this guy's germs were all over it. So I got a cloth, I mixed up a diluted solution of basically Dettol disinfectant. I wrung the cloth out so that it wasn't too wet. Then I wiped it all down with that Blue Jay cloth. I let it dry, and then I got a dry fluffy cloth and some furniture polish, and I sprayed and buffed all of the furniture. This made such a difference. They came out looking gleaming, and it also was just a really nice ritual as well. I found it a nice spiritual ritual to sort of connect to these pieces of furniture, welcome them into the home, give them a new lease of life, wipe away any old energy that may have been hanging around on that old furniture. Oh, and I also burned some Palo Santo and ran it through the insides of the drawers and around the furniture. As luck would have it, this chest of drawers used to be where Grandma kept all of her wrapping paper, and she was very resourceful. She was a wartime girl, so she never wasted any paper, and she would always keep the paper in case she needed to wrap a parcel. So I was able to go through some of what was left over in her drawer and custom make some drawer liners to protect the insides of the drawers. This isn't really a habit that I've ever done before, but since I'm really valuing this new furniture, and I want to treat my belongings with respect, because the universe will only give you more of what you want if you treat what you already have with the utmost respect. So now that the furniture is clean, decluttered, and cleansed of any old energy, it was time for me to systematically go through all of the gatakuti on my bed and decide what was going to make it into the new drawers and what was not. What's really great about doing this is you get to see all of the things that you kind of forgot about, which either means you rediscover clothes that you loved that you forgot about, or it shows you that there's actually quite a lot of your clothes that you didn't miss while you didn't know they were there, and that can help you to make the decision to say goodbye to those clothes. So, following Marie Kondo's method, organize your clothes. You can organize them by color, and also when it comes to arranging them in your drawer, the most space-effective, ergonomic way to store your clothing in your drawers is to roll your clothes up and stack them like that. That way you can actually see a little preview of all of your clothes, and you can literally just pick each one out. I find it's completely changed the way that I choose my clothes in the morning, and it helps me to really be able to see everything all at once, whereas before I used to have everything stacked on top of each other, so I could only really see the thing that was on the top of the pile. So I went ahead and did this with my tops, my underwear. I also got rid of a few bras, a few old knickers, and a few old socks that no longer make me feel fabulous. And it was really nice to not have a drawer that was overflowing, and instead to have drawers where there's a bit of breathing space in them, and that felt really, really good. I did a similar thing when it came to my dressing table. So previously I had just had one really messy drawer next to my bed, and it was crowded and cluttered, and I had to rummage through it to find things. Whereas what I always admired about my grandma's drawers is she would open them and everything would be so neat, and she could always find exactly what she was looking for. So in the same vein, inspired by her, I wanted to do that with the drawers here and the dressing table. And as you can see, everything is pretty much visible at one glance. And there's no clutter, there's nothing on the surfaces apart from things that I like seeing. And even things like my bedside table book and tissues and pen and highlighter, they are all hidden away in a drawer. So everything looks lovely and neat. So this was the first day that I got to do my makeup. I sat at my new dressing table and it just felt so good. I felt like a queen. I felt like a new level of woman. I feel like I've grown into the next version of me, and it was as simple as, you know, upgrading my living space, upgrading my own standards, upgrading my morning routine to a one that just felt so much more luxurious. So I'm really excited to continue this morning routine with my new luxurious furniture and bedroom routine, because it's gonna set me up for each day, reminding me of how valuable and powerful I am. And so I encourage you, you don't necessarily have to get new or antique furniture to make yourself feel this way, but why not redesign some of your getting ready spaces so that when you open those drawers it feels like a shop or a hotel room, and when you sit to get ready you have that special sacred space that is designated to making you feel and look your best. Having those kind of things in place, I've now realized, makes such a massive difference to how I feel. So I encourage you to do the same thing too. One last thing, when it comes to getting rid of things, make sure to just give thanks to each item as you put it into the bin bags or whatever, because this helps you to detach yourself from them. It also is a good practice of gratitude to make sure that you are able to conclude your chapters of your life that you had with these objects in a really positive way. It might sound a little bit silly to be thanking some old clothes before you put them into a bag to get rid of them, but actually it turns the whole thing into even more of a beautiful ceremony, a beautiful ritual. And it also allows you, if you're feeling a little bit, this is another word that my family use, we say if you're feeling a bit sayang, which means if you're feeling a bit sad to say goodbye to things or reluctant to get rid of things even though you know you're never going to use them again, by thanking these objects before they go into the bag, you don't feel any guilt for having got rid of them, and it just is a feel-good way. Even if you feel like an object has become a really important part of your life, or it's been with you for so many years so you feel sayang about it, but you're never going to use it again, thanking it when you get rid of it makes it so much easier to part with those objects that we can become very attached to. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you are inspired to do the same, or if you have done the same. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye! Mwah.